Alright, before we begin, just know that this analysis is based on the anime only, and of course, major spoilers ahead. Attack on Titan Season 4 is almost done, and according to manga readers, we still have a lot to cover. However, let's cover a certain someone that everyone seems to hate with a passion lately. We're talking about Gabi Braun, and to be honest, I kind of like Gabi's character, and she's pretty cool, and I like her character arc. But please, last chance, if you still haven't caught up to the season, stay away now because I'm going to be going full in, knees deep, balls deep in this shit. With that being said, let's take a look at the reasons why we hate Gabi. She killed Sasha, and she killed Sasha. But for real, there's a lot more to it than just, people hating the character just because they killed their favorite character. An example of this is like in The Walking Dead when Negan killed Glenn and Abraham, and people just started hating Negan, and some of them never even cared about his character arc, his redemption arc, and so it kind of shows how much people can have a hate for an antagonist for killing their favorite character. Moving on from that, she's just super stubborn. When she escapes the prison and enters the open world of Paradise Island, she runs into a wholesome family, and this family is an important one, but we'll get back to that later. And she reallocates herself with Falco, and her mindset is still set in this, oh, these are the devils, stay away from them, these are bad people, and then vows to kill them all despite the wholesomeness of this whole family. And even as she continues with the family, as they go to a fancy restaurant dining room, she still has so much hatred, and she just can't get over that fact that, these guys are nice. And like all good characters, there's always a motive and arc that they follow. It strongly relates to how easily manipulated a child's mind can be. As she grew up, she was taught that Paradise Island had all the bad people and all the bad devils, and that these guys should not be trusted at all. Now, if we compare this to our main cast, she kind of resembles Eren from Season 1 in a way, where she had her whole world collapse against her because another person attacked her side. It's just that we've grown to these characters, our main protagonists, our main cast, for 4 seasons now, and it's like we established a strong bond. So an example of this is basically Sasha, a lovable meat and potato eating goofball with a deep, strong heart. And early in the season, Sasha spares Gabi's life, assuming that she was just a kid. However, sparing Gabi's life ultimately led to Sasha's demise. This is why Gabi's character arc was so interesting, because it kind of completed Sasha's character cycle. This even goes beyond the episode where we learn that the wholesome family that Gabi runs into was Sasha's family, and they adopted Kaya, who was the little girl that Sasha saved back in Season 2. And these two characters, Kaya and Gabi, have been playing an important part in Sasha's character arc, where Sasha saving a child's life ultimately led to 2 different paths. In both instances, we know that Sasha was saving these children because she just wants to save them, and she knows that it's the good thing. However, the first path, where she saved Kaya, it ended up living a better life for Kaya, and she struggles to get through the death of her mother, but she's still living a good life and she's still fighting through. And the next path with Gabi ended up being Sasha's own demise. And without Gabi, I feel as if Sasha's character arc wouldn't have been fully fulfilled and lifted to this other level. And sure, I was upset, but like digging deep and looking at it right now, it kind of makes me appreciate Gabi's character arc a little bit more. And to even relate back to what I was saying about Eren, we're seeing so many different contrasts and different perspectives when it comes to Gabi, and I feel like most people understand nowadays, like, yeah, we hate her because she killed Sasha, and she's just annoying in general. I mean, come on. But I feel like as if people understand that we are seeing a kind of replica of what Eren was going through back in Season 1. Even early on in the season as well, we can see that she's just so driven with hatred and just motivated to take back what she feels is hers and to kind of get revenge. She's just really vengeance driven, similar to how Eren was vengeance driven towards the Titans. And as he continued to find more and more answers, the more he became loose and he started to lose himself, his true self. He was used as a weapon and then he was also viewed as an enemy. And that push and pull factor towards Eren growing up basically corrupted his mind, and he just kind of lost everything. And with Gabi, I feel like we're still in the early ages and everything is coming so fast to her that there could be a part where she can kind of rebound from this. We can't bring back Sasha, but there could be a time where she could actually come back and learn from her mistakes. But her mistakes are not what we see. And this is a prime example of how perspective is really important in Attack on Titan. We now have different perspectives, and I could see that people are actually leaning more towards like, what the fuck is going on? Who are the bad people? Who are the good people? No one could really tell anymore. And there are only certain amounts of people who you could be like, okay, well, I understand. But the next ones, it's just such a complicated arc, and I just really enjoy seeing everything unfold in season 4, especially with Gabi's character coming with so many new thoughts and ideas, and everything's just coming at her so fast, rather with Eren where it was developed over 3 or 4 seasons. Gabi's experienced all of this in just a few episodes, and we're seeing how easy it is to just manipulate her mind. And now we're just seeing that breakdown of her character where she doesn't understand what's going on anymore, and she's probably super confused. And that's why I just kind of like her character arc now. And I think that's why, you know, people kind of understand Gabi but still hate her, because she's just fucking annoying. But regardless of all of this deep thinking, all my homies hate Gabi.